What's going on, everybody? We're going to do a quick Husqvarna rundown. Right here you can see that I put the trimmer line, the new trimmer line and the old trimmer line. One on the right is heavy duty, I think it's called, the titanium force. You've seen it. On the left is the new XP force, the commercial duty. It is a commercial grade trimmer. Husqvarna finally got their cubby in at Walmart or whoever was putting it up, and I was wanting to show it to you. It's very exciting actually for me, because everybody that's familiar with me knows I'm obsessed with trimmers, and they finally got a 525L. They got a commercial trimmer in Lowe's, finally, to follow suit with the other big box stores that has other commercial brands. Well, you know the top brands are in Rural King and Home Depot. Commercial grade too, so now Lowe's does, and it's a Husqvarna. I have a 525 LST if you're not familiar with my channel. Well, 223L, 128LD, 535LK, and a 535LS, and another 223L that I still have in a box, and I bought somebody one, so I have about three of those. And I don't have a 324L. That is the 4-stroke with the sump, so you had to change the oil. There's the 322. It's a 22cc trimmer. That's 128LD. That's combi system. The combi system does work with trimmer plus attachments. That's another one that LD is supposed to be in the left aisle, and the 128CD is supposed to be right there where those three 128LDs are. They messed up the display. You see, the 128CD is the curve shaft variant of the 128LD. So that one right there in the middle is supposed to be to the right. No big deal. But those 128LDs, remember, those are the combi systems work with MTD stuff called Trimmer Plus and the ones at Walmart. Husqvarna only makes commercial grade. They have a Torx Stars type pattern. Oh, there's the beautiful XP Force, and I'm looking at the prices of the oil and stuff. But those Husqvarna 128LDs have the square, so they only go into the square patterns. Yes, I was being polite and putting that back. I didn't want to mess up the display because I moved it just to get a picture for Instagram in this video. So they only work on homeowner grade stuff. Trimmer Plus, and the same Trimmer Plus is in Walmart, and they call it something, I don't know. And it's the hedge trimmer, post saw, all those attachments will work with that. Husqvarna, again, does not make attachments. And there's your carburetor, fuel line, and bulb, primer bulb kit for 128LD. I noticed that they stocked, and I wanted to share it. I don't know if they had before or not, but they do now. They got the which one is it, 35 and 25. Heads, I don't use them. I would like to see them do a variant of the speed feed. But there they are, and I was really excited about that. They got a 525L. I have a LST, like I said, 525 LST. When I was rumbling off the numbers, I don't know if I mentioned that one. They have a 525L here. See, there's me noticing it's in the wrong spot. That goes there, and that goes there. There's two rows. See the 219, and then you look to the right, and it's 179, I think. Yep. That's the L128LC string trimmer. Same size engine as the LD, but it's a curve shaft instead of a straight shaft. Do not buy the curve shaft. I don't care if you think you need it or you're too short. There's the 322, 22cc. I want to say the Red Max, Husqvarna owns Red Max, and they have a 22cc Red Max. That's probably the same type of trimmer, but there's the 324 with the Honda in it. Somebody on YouTube I talked to, John Deere Kid. If you want to watch any of that, he's the only one I know that's got that's on YouTube, so he loves it. That trimmer right there, John Deere Kid. He's not a kid no more, but years ago he was. Well, we all was, but when he started YouTube. Alright, I think he's out of college now. We all getting old, and it's old school lawn care community. But there's 525L. I'd like to see an LST, but you know I love my dealer and I'd buy it there anyway. Unless my dealer say they decided to quit, then I could still get my Husqvarna fix. There's me going over the prices of the oils. They don't have the XP oil. I don't know why. They just have that low smoke and the other one. I don't know how involved they're going to get. I'd like to see more light in that display right there, that cubby hole. It's probably something to do with access of the electricity. I don't know. Lowe's might not want to pay to light that up. Who knows? It's none of my business. But I just said I would prefer to see a lighted display. And then I'm just obsessed over at Trimmerline. Husqvarna did send me a roll of that a week or two ago. I can't remember. I think I shared it on Instagram and I shared it on my Lawn Pros group on Facebook that y'all should have done been a member of. And I'll add you. And if I don't add you, one of my peeps, Savage No More, Colin, his name's I Like to Mow on YouTube, and everybody knows Carl from Happy's Lawn Care. So if I don't add you, one of those guys will add you. There's just 4 of us for some reason. I don't know how that happened. But anyway, join my group on Facebook, Lawn Pros. And look at that beautiful site. Look at that beautiful site. Man, I love it. I'm just really upset, though, that they didn't put the rubber. Like my 535 LK has rubber on the handles. That's a game changer for Husqvarna, but I don't see it. I don't know if it's going to be. I hope it's going to be on the LST because that's my new main trimmer is the LST. So that 535K is probably going to take. LK is going to take over this year. Right there's the 125B, and I have the 125BV. This one right here. BV stands for blower vac. It's a vacuum plus a blower. That's the one I have, and I've owned it for years. A 150 BT, I've got the 350 BT, which the 350 BT is the entry-level commercial. I don't know why the BT isn't a commercial unit. It's a little lower CFM, but it's a higher speed than the 350. My 350 is bulletproof so far. Not even changed the air filter. And it's 4 or 5 years, 6, I don't know, it's old. Probably one of the most underrated blowers on the planet is a Husqvarna blower. Alright, T25 and the T35, I think, yeah, there it is. And they got a T45 on my LS. Not a fan, not a fan. A lot of people do have good points to that head, the Husqvarna's. There's the original titanium. I've got tons of that at the house. Well, I'm at my house now, but in my mowing building, tons of it. Remember, it went on clearance last year, and I bought. Anyway, I prefer the XP. It's a good line. I just prefer to. I'm spoiled to the XP. Once you go to the best, it's hard to go to the rest. You know what I'm saying? All right, we're gonna look at some Husqvarna chainsaws. My beautiful, lovelies. 455 Rancher. I have that chainsaw. Now, dealer will give you a little bit off at 450 price. My dealer give me a discount on everything I buy with her by a few bucks. So make sure you have a relationship with your dealer, because they're the ones who service them for Husqvarna. So you might as well get if you don't have a dealer, go to Lowe's now and get you an L. I don't have a 525L, but I got the LST. That's the torque model of it. And I noticed the 240, they deleted it, and that's what that guy, I reckon, he changed the sticker even. So 120's there to stay, I reckon. That's the new variant. I could have swore they used to make one years ago. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But there it is. You see that 120 for 179? I want that thing. And I don't need it, but I want it. So the 240 was right there, that 179 price tag. That's where the 240 was. It's gone. I don't know where it went. But anyway, it is what it is. I have a 455 Rancher that I love. You'll see it. You've done seen it on this channel, but you're going to see it more. I have that same helmet right there, and I have those same chaps right above it. That's what I wear right there, those two. So pick them up while you're there, because I see people using chainsaws without them, and I get nervous. And I have to OCD that right fast. I wanted to straighten that box up below it, and I wanted to change those trimmers around. But I try not to mess with too much stuff, my OCD. You think I wouldn't have it, but I do. Because my buildings look like a freaking tornado went in them, but my house is pretty much kempt. Not perfect by any means. It used to be. But some things, I guess it's just, I like advertising. You ever watch that show that people buy advertising? I love stuff that has Husqvarna's name on it and other brands. I just do. I wished I had more, because I'm doing my office in it. Well, it's got another theme too, but I've got another little section that I'm doing just chainsaws and stuff. It's pretty cool. Maybe I'll share it with you guys one day. Nothing impressive. It's just what I like. Another company sent me a big old sticker. I've got all kinds of stickers, and I want more of them. I like to have some signs. I want those freaking barn chain cutouts from Tractor Supply. I want those bad. And the dealer's got a big old cut log up on the wall. Husqvarna's lit. It's plugged in and lit. It's so fancy and nice to me looking. And I'm gonna run over here to the Husqvarna push mowers just to, I don't think everything's in because they only had one 0-turn Husqvarna that just come in. It was sitting outside. They just put it together. So I'll make another video about the total Lowe's thing. I do it every year. I don't know why I like it and people likes to watch it. So, or just my diehard people. So it'll be all the brands. But this video, like my last, is brand specific. This is Husqvarna. This is the good high quality brand at Lowe's. I love them dearly. I like my top 3. Can't help it. But anyway, I guess we'll get out of here right fast. I didn't know how long this was. I'm literally watching this with you guys, so I didn't know what I was show. I remember making the video. I just don't remember what I spoke about. I just made this today, and it's the February the 12th, 2019. And of course, I'll probably go to this display again and look at the tree. Yep. I need help. I would take all those home with me today for no reason, just to look at them. I'd like to have. I was thinking about hanging one of my trimmers on the wall in my office. Yeah, I've got a problem. Yep. But that's it for now. Peace and chicken grease.